Thank you for tuning in. I know your time is valuable. There's thousands of other podcasts that you could have settled for, but now you're just vibing with two goofy dudes from Wisconsin who like to discuss their problems and figure out ways to solve them, and challenge the listeners to get up out of their comfort zone. Try some shit they ain't done before. This is Hold Us Accountable.
Give it up for Mr. Doug Heim himself.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, who's got the answer?
Well, as per your request, here is Weird Episode 13 of All Nostalgic Television. And welcome to the secret hidden underground ant cave, along with the Wayback Time Machine. I'm your host, Doug Heim. And thanks to you, there's no triskaidekaphobia in this ant cave. But what there will be in this ant cave very shortly is the very first ant cave audience and two very special ant cave guests that will once and for all establish
the beer of the ant cave.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
And we'll have that episode coming up shortly. Well, since this is episode 13, I thought I would dig up the weirdest stuff I could find. In 1976, WLUK TV11 did news coverage of a dancing disco robot at a nightclub located on North Irwin Avenue in Green Bay. And in this episode, you'll see a weird story about space aliens invading Upper Michigan. And I will share with you a weird story that happened to me personally when I did the recent interview with the director of the Haunted Grand in Oshkosh. And finally, I'll leave you with a weird ant cue. So, to get things started, let's set the Wayback Machine to 1978 for this episode's mystery picture. It's an extreme close-up of something, but what? See if you can guess what it is. I'll slowly zoom out and give you clues throughout the episode, and I'll give you the answer at the end. This image is of something from 1978. I didn't take this picture, so I'm not even sure what this particular object is made of. Actually, I think it is the most difficult mystery picture yet. For now, I'll tell you this. It's not clear who invented it, but it's a bright idea that first appeared sometime in the 1600s. And in the 1920s, it was a typical stunt for a drunk person to wear one of these on their head. And there's probably one of these in the room with you right now. Here's one more clue.
Blinded by the lights.
I'll have the answer coming up at the end. Well, at the start of this episode, you saw the open to a YouTube cast called Hold Us Accountable. It's a YouTube podcast created each week by a group of guys who simply get together, drink some beer, cuss, discuss the Packers, or whatever they feel like. Well, they had me as a guest on their show back in February of 2021 to help promote a book that I published. Well, after being on their show, that's when I got the idea to create this broadcast. So, remember this clip from episode 0? Welcome to my hidden underground ant cave, where I've been transferring old analog stuff to digital. As I was transferring everything, it dawned on me, what am I going to do with all this stuff? Well, you're looking at it. Put it on YouTube. Now you know the rest of the story. Well, since Hold Us Accountable gave me the idea to start all of this, I invited the creators right here to the ant cave to once and for all determine what will be
the Ant Cave.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
And they also brought an audience with them as well. But first, I'd like to tell you a little bit about this guy. His name is Spencer James Milligan. He was an American actor best known for his role as Rick Marshall in the 1970s TV series Land of the Lost. In 1992, Spencer was residing in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, and became a personal friend and mentor when he called me out of the blue one day to make duplicates of his resume tape. At age 86, Spencer passed away in April of last year. And if you still don't know who Spencer Milligan is, here's a brief video clip about him that I found on the internet.
Spencer Milligan. Rick Marshall is the patriarch, an incredibly protective and devoted father to Will and Holly. He was a forest ranger and led with messages of unity and taking the necessary precautions.
You know, there's plenty of food around, but most of it's strange and unfamiliar to us, so we're going to have to be careful about eating something that we haven't tested.
And when Rick fell through a time doorway and exited the program after season 2, the show suffered. One of Milligan's first roles was in the 1973 Woody Allen film Sleeper, but everybody knows him from Land of the Lost. The reason behind his departure? Of course it was money. All kinds of show-branded merchandise was being sold, including lunchboxes and compasses. You name it. And Milligan thought that it was only fair that the cast see some of that yield. We later saw Milligan in 4 episodes of the Jack Klugman-led show Quincy M.E. in the early 80s. But his career never really left that prehistoric wonderland. Today, Spencer is 83 years old and resides in Door County, Wisconsin, where he teaches acting and directs local plays.
As I mentioned earlier, I met Spencer in 1992. That was also around the time I heard of something really weird called the Paulding Light. Do you know what it is? I do. I was so fascinated with the subject that I wanted to produce a full documentary about it, and Spencer Milligan was going to be the host. In the process, I confirmed what the Paulding Light really was. Well, as my crew started telling the locals that gathered around what the light really was, they accused us of being aliens from outer space trying to fool them. Well, the year was 1995, so let's set the Wayback Machine to that year.
It was almost like a light that somebody just kind of started dimming off, and then it just, closed out.
I've seen different color lights.
The whole story about the ghost is just a cover-up. Actually, it's aliens with an invisible dome.
Aliens mining.
Really?
Mining iron, copper, something like that.
Have aliens landed in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan? And why are they here? If not, what is this strange light that appears every night? Is it a ghost or a mystical sign of religious significance? And why have crowds flocked to this location almost every night? Did you know there are people in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan that believe there are aliens mining copper from an invisible dome? On the Wisconsin-Michigan border lies the familiar town of Land O'Lakes, but just to the north, a not-so-popular town, the town of Watersmeet, and just a little more to the north, Paulding, Michigan, home of the mysterious Paulding Light. Watersmeet is located in Gogebic County, where U.S. Highways 2 and 45 intersect. Traveling north on 45, crossing into the Eastern Time Zone and into Ontonagon County, you'll find an old rural road which was once part of Military Road, authorized by Abraham Lincoln, called Robbins Pond Road. Here lies a mystery that has baffled locals for over a dozen years, and some say for more than 100. What is this strange light? Where does it come from? What is its source of energy? Is it a ghost? Is it from outer space? Or just a natural phenomenon?
I'm Spencer Milligan. In the next half hour, we're going to address these questions. And later, the producer of this program will propose once and for all a solution to the mysterious Paulding light. We'll also share with you information from a local newspaper, stories about aliens, involvement of university scientists and government agencies, and their inability to find a solution to the light. We'll also show you a fax we received from the U.S. Forest Service in July of 1996, explaining in detail activity of the light and explanations suggesting the light is the ghost of a railroad engineer killed many years ago. And finally, what our own crews discovered while on location, with special cameras, lenses, and infrared equipment, shocking footage of the light never seen before. So join us as we explore the Paulding light.
That was a demo for a documentary that was never made because we just couldn't find any sponsors. And by the way, Spencer also helped me direct a movie that was filmed in and around Green Bay in the early 1990s. And that movie will be featured right here in a future episode. So, do you want to know what the Paulding light really is? Sorry, I'm not going to tell you. But you can certainly look it up yourself on Google. And now it's time to find out what will be
the beer of the Ant Cave.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
And now it's time for the segment I was telling you about. Here are two gentlemen, and I have to tell you why they're here. And we have an audience here. These guys are the reason I'm doing this show. Back in December of 2021, I wrote a book and published it, and these guys helped me promote it. And they have their own show called Hold Us Accountable on YouTube. And introduce yourself, sir.
My name's Max. Yep, I'm Carl. And we are Hold Us Accountable. We're the co-hosts of Hold Us Accountable.
Tell me about your show.
Well, we like to take on a new hobby, try a new challenge, get ourselves out of our comfort zone, and then every week we get together and talk about it, how the process goes of trying something new that it's, you know, you're either bad at it to start and it's...
You were telling me that you guys just kind of like a weekly thing just to get together and hang out and record yourself, and one time I think you told me you don't even care if anyone's watching.
Yeah, usually nobody is, so right, it's just me and Max just hanging out, but yeah, it's a fun time for us to get together for a couple hours and just chat about what we're doing, and just hang out. Yeah. Talk Packers and beers too.
I'm going to show you some clips from their show. They actually had me on your 26th, or was it
52nd?
52nd episode. And that's what it was. And I'm going to show some clips so they can see what your show is.
Absolutely.
Well, then let me ask you this. So you were basically podcasting before podcasting was even a thing with your radio station. So can you talk about that? And like I think in the book you said you created content so you could have it running 24/7 without you even there.
Which is like this time of day now. People do that.
That's what people do right now is that they exactly that. They create enough content where they can just have it go and go. They don't have to do anything and then come back. Can you talk about that a little bit and just...
I'll make it real quick. I had 3 reel-to-reel machines, and the reel-to-reel machines could hold up to 3 hours on each machine. I had 3 of them tied together. What I rigged up was that when that little when the tape runs out, there's a little lever that flips down and shuts the tape machine off. Well, I put a lever switch on that when that fell down, it triggered the next machine to kick on, and that triggered a couple of relays that switched that audio over to that machine, and when that machine ran out, it went over to the third machine. So I could literally run my my radio station for 9 hours without me being there.
Yeah. So like you timed it out. So like, all right, I got to go to work. I'm going to be at work for 9 hours.
Go to school.
And this shit's got to go because at this point I realized
got it.
My pops can hear this shit in Door County, so people are listening. I better fucking make sure this is keeping. That's impressive.
One of the segments you guys have on your show is Beer of the Week.
Yep.
Tell everyone what that's all about.
Basically, just we've probably bought and tried 120, 130 different beers through it. But yeah, we buy a beer, something we've never had, maybe a different brewery we've never tried, and then we rate it on a scale, and it's basically that.
Let's take another show that I was on with you guys was episode number 126.
Yes, sir. Live show, right?
Your show.
Right.
Well, yeah, it was with you guys, and we were at the. Actually, was it your first remote?
It was. Yes, and that was your idea. You gave us the idea to do that.
We feed each other ideas. Creative, crazy people we are, huh?
Yeah.
So I'm going to show a clip from that, and I'm going to show the clip where you guys were doing the Beer of the Week.
Awesome.
All right, next.
What do we got next here?
Chuggability.
Oh, chuggability! Hell yeah!
Everyone can feel free to
grab
participate
your beer,
in this one.
Lift her up.
Ooh,
Hey,
I mean,
that's nice.
It's not bad.
That's pretty good.
That's
pretty damn
get me
good.
fired up there, and then you cut the music.
I know. Well, we gotta save a little for the end.
Chug them a little too easy.
I was starting to tap my. And we could clear a dance floor here.
We could. We could. We could. Did you bring one with you? I mean, these are smooth.
Very smooth. Doug, what chuggability? How easy was it?
Oh, there we go.
Was it for you to chug it down?
It's almost half gone already.
Another 10 out of 10?
Another 10 out of 10?
10.
Oh!
10's across the board.
Just run it back.
Man, all right.
Old Milwaukee.
I'm going to give it a 9.2.
Oh!
We're bumping it up. That is nice. That's a good beer.
Doesn't like to sip them, but he likes to chug them.
Right?
Yeah. Damn. Exactly. Goes down like Milwaukee water. It's nice. It's nice.
That's what comes out of the tap in their kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Old Milwaukee.
Love it.
I'll go 8.97.
All right.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Like it.
I think Old Milwaukee Brewery should know about this. Your ratings.
I think so too. I mean,
They should sponsor
This
the
could
show.
be a commercial for them. I mean, really.
That's what I'm
We've been saying that every time we do Beer of the Week. Every time it's like, man, this should be the commercial for that brewery.
50 beers later, yeah.
More than 150.
Well.
Max, what do you got?
I gave it an 8.97.
And I'm going to give it a 9.31.
Whoa!
Sticking to the nines.
And
I mean, that goes
Golly,
down pretty
hey, there we go.
Here we go. Worms your tummy, don't you know? Chug-a-look, chug-a-look.
Hey, see?
No, we've been.
Hey.
All right, we got one more.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
One more. Little Roger Miller.
Yeah.
Me, man, this the booze side.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
Oh. Roger Miller got him up for another one.
The beer of the Ant Cave.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
Okay, and keep in mind, hold us accountable. You can watch it anytime you want, right here on YouTube.
Yes,
and how
sir.
many episodes have you guys got out there now?
We just recorded episode 176. Yeah, been going for about. Yeah, yikes is right.
And this is episode 13. I wasn't even sure there was going to be an episode 13.
You got it a little more figured out than we do, too. Yeah. Nice.
Okay, well, guess what we're going to do? I want you guys to decide what beer is going to be the beer of the Ant Cave.
Ooh, okay.
Fantastic.
Official beer of the Ant
All
Cave.
right,
Let's
to
do
start
it.
out,
Yeah, we can do that.
I got some cups here. They're clear so you can do your sampling. Now, what are you guys going to do here? You're going to check out what? The color, the aroma, the taste, and aftertaste.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We're going to rate them on a scale of 1 to 5.
Oh, we should write the beers. A, B,
yes.
C. You said there's 4?
Correct.
Alrighty.
And beer number A is coming right now.
Woohoo!
Oh, boy. Love a good afternoon beer.
In the Ant Cave.
That's what really makes it special.
I think I'm doing this really stupid.
Alrighty. This is A.
Okay. And
Yeah, A.
these are beers that you've drank throughout your years?
Yes. Oh, thanks for bringing that up. All 4 of these beers, to help you guess what they are, or if you're even trying to guess what they are, they are all 4 of beers that I drank throughout my drinking career, in my years of drinking beer.
Old Milwaukee.
Old Milwaukee, huh?
Pabst.
Pabst.
Blatz.
Old
Schlitz.
Old style Stroh's, Schlitz.
It's got great color. Great color. Golden yellow.
Nice head on it. That's what they call it, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I seen a billboard one time advertising a beer and it said golden flavor. What is golden flavor?
Yeah.
What does that taste like?
Yeah.
Golden?
You're right.
Tastes and smell like a beer I like.
This is a good one. I really like this. Nice, smooth, crisp all the way through.
Good aftertaste.
Just a little bit of bitter.
Little bit of bitter.
Get the flavors rolling.
Well, you got me curious.
Get one of them in ya.
Come on, get an A beer in ya, huh?
Yeah, A.
Yeah, A.
Alright, so we're doing this on a scale of 1 to 5, huh?
I like the color on this. I like that nice golden color on it.
Beautiful golden color. I'll give it a...
Smells like a beer. Tastes like a beer.
Must be a beer.
It used to be a time on television, on live television, you could not drink an alcoholic beverage.
Really?
Did you know that?
Did not know that.
Not very fun time.
Yeah. Of course, those were back in the days when they couldn't show 2 people in bed at the same time. You know?
I would think that back in the day you'd be able to drink on television, and nowadays you wouldn't be able to.
I think it'd be the other way. I mean, back then you could have a beer in the car with you, and now
can't do that anymore.
Hey, when I grew up, we didn't have seatbelts, so
yeah, that's true.
and everybody was driving and drinking.
Yeah. I think on color.
Okay, well, on color you got it
3.5 for color.
3.5.
I'm gonna give it a solid 4.
Okay, 3.5 and a 4.
Yeah.
All right.
Aroma. That smells like beer.
Yeah, it's not too like pungent, so it doesn't, it draws you in. You want to drink it.
I feel like I've had it before.
Right.
Oh, you did. You're smart. All right.
Okay. So color.
Aroma. I'm gonna go straight 3.
I'm gonna go 4 again. Nice
bunch of farves.
A lot of farves on the board right now for me.
Excuse me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey.
Cheers.
Good taste.
Most important part, the taste.
Taste.
I like it.
It's going down easy. Let me tell you what.
I'll go with a farv. 4.
I'm gonna go 3.75.
Alright. This guy. Aftertaste, not much of one.
Right, which is
great.
Good. Yeah, kind of how you want it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 4 again.
I'll say 4.25.
All right.
Okay, and then now aftertaste.
4. Right?
Yeah, 4.25 for me for the aftertaste.
Alrighty.
All right, moving right along. B for beer.
B for beer. All right.
There you go.
If I don't fall down the stairs again.
Yeah.
Hey, we should put a rating for the pop.
Oh,
Pop
the sound.
Should put a rating for the pop.
The sound.
Yeah, I like the pop.
I'm trying not to look at the top of the can.
Right. Don't want any hints.
It's got same color.
Same color. This one's
Pop it top.
maybe a little darker. A little darker of a color there. Still a great color. I mean,
Still a good color.
I meant to give you a new cup.
Oh yeah, B.
Oh
I still
shit.
have the A on
Hey,
there.
we'll make up on the next one.
Improvise. All right, here we go. B.
Well,
All right.
Color.
Color. I mean, just nothing. I'm going 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 4
I
again.
feel like it's a little more of a little darker gold. A little more.
Yeah. Still, I'm saying 4 again. Across the board for me so far. Aroma? Not much of an aroma as
No.
well.
I'm gonna go a little lower on the scale. I'm gonna go 2.5. Nope, 2.75.
I'm gonna say 3 for the aroma.
3.
Almost no aroma.
2 point. Yeah, there's nothing. Can't smell none. Just smells like hops.
Taste. This one's got a little bit more of a musky taste
Yes.
to it.
Yes.
Not
musky?
a little bit of a musk to it.
Yeah.
A little fishy. Musky.
Not quite
Just a little like gravel.
Yeah. What is
A little
that?
more hoppy, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
Weedy? Weedy?
Yeah, weedy, a little bit more weedy. Yeah.
Weedy.
Can't put my finger.
I'm going 3.75.
That's not bad.
No, that's not bad.
I'm gonna say 3.25.
Low balling over there.
Well,
Aftertaste. A little more of an aftertaste on this
also,
beer.
yeah, more of an aftertaste.
But not a bad aftertaste. I'm gonna go with a 4 for that too.
I'm gonna go with a 3.
All right.
Not my.
Are you drinking A, B, C, and D too?
Yep.
What do you think? You like?
Oh, this is, you know what? I know what beer is.
It kind of
You
seems.
got to keep in mind, these are beers I drank my whole life.
Sure.
How could I not like them?
Right, you can't go wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm preferring A over B right now.
Okay.
But that's just me.
But the score is going to dictate at the end. Here.
Right.
Okay.
We got 2 more.
I got 2 more.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
This time I'll give you cups.
Oh, a new cup.
So you can compare the color from the next
Ooh,
beer.
there we go, yeah.
All right. Taking a nap.
Hopefully drinking more beer.
Okay. C is for cold.
Alrighty.
Cold beer.
Sweet nectar of the lords.
Don't hurt yourself with that.
Sorry, the top of this can, I know exactly what this is. And I know I love it.
Oh.
All right. This is beer number C.
Your number C?
Beer number C.
Letter C. Is it a letter or is it a number?
Some would say this comes from the land of sky blue waters.
Comparing it.
The hams.
Shut up! Alright.
Oh, excuse me. Color of this one. Very similar to B.
Gotta go far.
And A.
You know, because I...
Yeah. The color of piss. I don't know.
I went 4.5.
That was a good color.
It's a good beer.
I'm gonna go 4 again.
Aroma.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a sommelier.
Just love you to wine tasting.
You know, you want to smell that. You're going to smell like when you get home after a day.
Oh, smells like sky blue waters. I'm gonna go 4.
4 for color? Or aroma?
Aroma.
Excuse me. I'm out of. I'll say 3.5.
That's not bad. A 4 though. That's pretty good.
That's my favorite taste.
That's the most important.
4.5. 5.5.
Cool.
It's good. Little less of the muskiness.
Yeah,
a little
more hoppy.
A little more hoppy.
On a scale of 1 to 5.
Lingering aftertaste a little bit.
Linger. I'll say 3.5 again. For
I'm gonna go
taste. Need to separate.
3.75.
Oh.
All right, this one I'm not chugging before the. I'm gonna enjoy this one.
What do you got for aftertaste?
Oh, 3.75.
Oh, you already got your. Oh man, I'm behind, huh?
Yeah, dude, come on.
Say 3.5 again.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right.
Moving around.
Yeah. Moving on. Oh, we should probably do it this way.
D for delicious.
Oh. Thank you.
Oh, it's like Christmas.
It's like Christmas. I just want to open my presents.
My little handy dandy ant cave cooler.
Yeah, I like that thing. It's nice.
Another great color.
Oh man.
This is a little lighter.
That's nice.
Do you guys prefer a darker beer?
Lighter beer.
You like it more clear?
We did, not this past episode, but 2 weeks ago we did Guinness.
Yep.
And I think that was like maybe my second time ever having it. And
Did you like it?
yeah, it's a lot, like, I always imagine Guinness being real thick and like a heavy beer, but it's not. It's like light.
Like really strong, but it's a very like light drinking, easy drinking beer. So.
But usually prefer lighter beers.
Yeah.
And we've done a lot of IPAs on our show.
I think we started off pretty much every beer we drank for the first 50 episodes with some type of IPA or a little bit more of a not a light beer.
Yeah.
We're like trying to get out of that and branch out a little bit. But
It's a little skunkier. Color. Fucking beautiful gold. Beautiful gold. Sorry, Doug. Not used to doing a podcast and not being able to say the F word every other sentence. So I'm adjusting.
Oh no, we got a beeper.
Oh, perfect.
bleep me out. Goddamn perfect.
All right, I'm going 4.25. How about
good,
that? Huh?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I'm gonna say color. I'll give it a 4.5.
Wow.
Something to it. I don't know what it is. Can't put my finger on it, but there's something there.
I feel like I've drank this a lot at Packer games. I feel like.
Well, I left back at home. I left my list of which each one of these beers are, so I don't remember. So we're gonna have to rip off the label.
I can't wait.
One of these beers.
I can't wait. Aroma. Little skunkier aroma.
You like skunky beer?
Is it a good thing or bad thing?
I'm not.
And then some people love that.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Yeah. I'm gonna go 3.5 for aroma. Not bad.
I'm gonna say 4. Give me a 5.
5 across the board. Taste.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
Okay.
We're almost done. Teeth are done.
I can feel it. I'm going. I'm going 3.
3.
Huh.
Not bad. Not the best.
So the color and the aroma is good, but the taste is not hitting home run with you.
Not all the way there for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 3.5 for this one.
All right.
As well.
Aftertaste.
I gotta have another drink.
I'll drink to that.
Got a whole one over here. Skunky aftertaste.
A little skunky.
I'm going 2.5.
2.5.
Crosby Horning.
And I'll say, give me a 3.75. It's not bad.
Not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got them all tallied up. I'm going to take a break. We're going to take a look and find out another clue for the this episode's mystery picture. Right back. It's time for another clue to this episode's mystery picture. It's something that appeared about 500 years ago. I told you I'm not sure what this particular object is made of, but these things can be made of stained glass, metal, various fabrics, paper, plastic, and even rattan. And it has something to do with lighting. In the 1920s, it was typical for a stunt of a drunk person to wear one of these on their head. And there's probably one or more of these in the room with you right now. The answer is coming later. But right now, it's time to find out what will be
the beer of the ant cave.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
Okay, folks, it's now time to find out which beer is going to be the Ant Cave beer.
Show us the beer! Show us the beer!
All right, let's find out what total scores of each one of the beers. We tallied them all up, and beer number A was 30.5. That was its score.
Not bad. Yep.
Compared to B, which was 27.75. C was 31.25. And D was 29. So that means the winner is beer number C. Let's find out what beer C is.
Oh, you want to do the honors here?
I sure do.
Find out. So what your guess is, what is
Ham Special Light.
All right.
I know the look, I know the taste. Ham Special Light.
This guy knows his beer, folks. He knows his light beer.
So Hams is the beer of the Ant Cave, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Let's find out which beer lost. The worst one was beer number D.
Max, do the honors, my
Letter
friend.
D.
Letter D.
Wait. Let me see the top of the can. Miller Lite.
Miller Lite, I think. Yeah, let's see here.
Miller High Life.
Unbelievable. I'll tell you, this is currently the beer I drink is light beer.
I think beer letter A is Old Milwaukee.
Old Milwaukee. I think so too. I kind of remember us drinking this on the live show. Episode 126, we drank about.
Sure is.
I think we drank 60 Old Milwaukee.
Yes, we did at our live show.
That day.
All right.
And there was beer D.
D.
Look at the
that's
top.
B. Wait.
Yeah, B.
Oh, B.
Yeah, we already did D. D was the winner.
No, C was the winner.
Old style it is.
Oh yeah, oh
There's
boy.
all four of them.
So which one is the, which one?
Let's put this one on top.
Put that right on top.
There
there.
you Gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for being guests in the Ant Cave, and thank our audience for being here today.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, this is awesome.
My pleasure. And check out these guys on YouTube, just like you watch this show.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Hold us accountable. And by the way, the way I found you guys, all you got to do is type in on search on YouTube is HUA.
Yep.
And I typed in
Yeah.
followed by whatever number episode you're looking
Right.
for.
Awesome.
Yep.
We're also live on Twitch every Thursday,
sir.
usually around like 7 to 8, and then
Spotify,
YouTube podcast.
platforms.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Doug. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I
And
appreciate
thank you
it.
for the beer.
Yes.
You bet, guys. Good to have you here. And thank you, audience.
Yeah.
Have a great day. I'll be back in shortly.
Can't wait.
These are 4 of the top premium beers in the country. Most popular, best liked. And we're one of these top beers. So what did we do? We found an even better way to brew beer. We call it the Smooth.
It's smooth going, it's smooth knowing a hands. It's that smooth impression that keeps refreshing you hands.
What makes this classic premium beer more refreshing? We found an even better way to brew beer. One of our brewmasters discovered how to smooth out the natural bitterness of the hops. What comes through is the Smooth.
That
Make a change to smoother flavor. Have a Hamm's and get the smooth.
Well, it's now official. Hamm's is the beer of the ant cave. That was a lot of fun, and I'd like to thank Max and Carl for a really great time. And by the way, I came up with an idea for a beer. How about talk beer? Nothing like a nice cold can of talk. It's the beer everybody's talking about. And it gives a whole new meaning to the line, we need to have a talk. Well, we all know there's nothing better than a good talk.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
Okay, enough of that. Well, coming up shortly, I have a weird story to tell you that happened to me personally at the Grand in Oshkosh. But first, here's a weird news story from 1976. Whew. In 1976, a nightclub in Green Bay, Wisconsin came up with a weird disco dancing robot to lure customers. When who in the hell came up with that idea? And how did the robot work? Well, here's the story.
Scoop and I are live from the nightclub. Over my shoulder here, you can see the weird robot that a lot of people honestly think is real. He looks legitimate. I can't stand it. Just who is this mechanical man here? Look, we've promised not to reveal your identity to the people in the club, but let's take a peek and find out who this is. Well, of course I know. This is Doug Heim, and Doug, I gotta ask you, what went into building this thing?
$250 and about 150 hours of work.
Yeah, it's crazy here.
Up next, a story of something weird that happened to me at the Grand in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. And later, a brand new ant cue for you. But first, here's the answer to this episode's mystery picture. It's something that appeared about 500 years ago. It can be made of stained glass, metal, various fabrics, paper, plastic, and even rattan. It has something to do with lighting. And in the 1920s, it was a typical stunt for a drunk person to wear one of these on their head. Are you ready for the answer? It was a lampshade. And in this case, a 1970s hanging lampshade. I told you this was a tough one. And now it's time for me to share something really weird that happened to me at the Grand in Oshkosh. Here's the scene from episode 9 where I interview the director of the Grand, Joseph Furlow. The topic is the Grand Haunted. Before the interview, I walked around shooting various shots as you see here. But then after the interview, Joe took me to the basement dressing rooms and narrated as we walked. Well, guess what? During the entire basement tour, my camera never rolled. I couldn't believe it. So I asked Joe if I could go back down by myself and get some footage. And this time I made damn sure the camera was rolling. But when I got back to the ant cave, this is what I ended up with. Again, I couldn't believe it. Everything was out of focus. And as you can clearly see, it's not a little out of focus, it's insanely out of focus. Now, I've been shooting films and videos for over 50 years, and I could have sworn it was in focus when I shot this. But there it is. Now, I'm not saying ghosts did it. All I am saying is it happened. And you're looking at the proof. And if that's not weird, you tell me what is. It's now time for this episode's Ant Q question. And I've always included my audience in everything I've ever done. And the Ant Q is my way to include you here. And every Ant Q question will be for something that you can't find an answer for on Google. It's time for this episode's Ant Q, where I ask the question and you give the answer. What is the weirdest thing you ever saw or experienced? Share your stories on the YouTube comments below, and we'll share them with everyone in future episodes. And I will share with you the weirdest thing I ever experienced. I look forward to your stories. And before we go, I'd like to say thanks one more time to Max and Carl from Hold Us Accountable for establishing
the beer of the Ant Cave.
Chug-a-look, chug-a-look.
Okay, that's the last time I'll play that. In this episode, anyway. And if you want to catch the episodes of Hold Us Accountable on YouTube featuring myself, be sure to look for episodes 52 and 126. Well, that's going to be it for Weird Episode 13. And thanks for watching, because if you keep watching, I'll keep them coming. Oh, and it's been a really great talk.
This is the land of sky blue waters, land of cool enchantment. Listen.
From the land of sky blue waters, from the land of pines, lofty balsams, comes the beer refreshing, hams the beer refreshing.
Hams. Yes, from the land of sky blue waters to you comes hams, the beer refreshing as the crisp, cool land it's brewed in. The beer that captures for you the wonderful refreshment of this enchanted Northland. Hams. Hams. Crisp, clean cut to the taste. Refreshing.
Hints of lakes and sunset breezes, dance and sparkle in each glassful. Hams the beer refreshing, hams the beer refreshing, hams.
Refreshingly yours from the land of sky blue waters.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest on the show tonight. He's an entrepreneur, an inventor, an entertainment pioneer, and author. He was born and raised here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and amongst many things, he is the founder of the first lighted dance floor manufacturing company in the United States. At 16, he completed hand-making his very own movie camera. He ran a pirate radio station for 5 years, which outperformed many of the other local radio stations in the ratings. He developed Wisconsin's first all-night TV station, first mobile DJ service, first independent video production company, and first drone media production company. He's truly ahead of his time, and his fingerprints will forever be on the entertainment and media production industries. From filming homemade movies on his homemade movie camera to hosting lip-sync battles, he is a natural entertainer. Please welcome Doug Hyde!